We will get into the specifics of our gift. Male orgasm versus female orgasm. We understand that when it occurs, it is nice. Our muscles clench, and we experience bliss. Then there is a moment of leisure. We also know that not all orgasms are created equal, with some feeling like a slight boost of pleasure chemicals in our brain and others feeling more like being maligned into chemical ecstasies. During intercourse or self-pleasure, many guys will be thinking about the next round before the current is even. However, individuals frequently change their minds shortly after orgasm. That's just because they've accomplished a satisfactory result, and the brain is pleased for the time being. Again, we have this emotion, therefore we'll want to repeat it. Males are endowed with this. Let us now turn our attention to ladies. Even if they didn't experience an orgasm, women could still procreate. Women do not need to experience orgasm in order to bear children. So, why are they being lavished with this divine treatment? This has been thoroughly researched. We should add that 10% of women do not orgasm through sexual intercourse, or do so infrequently, even with their own hands or specially designed equipment. According to other sources, it might be as high as 15. I sometimes feel incomplete after Sex Spice magazine quoted what it dubbed the largest ever orgasm study, which revealed that nearly 37% of American women needed clitoral stimulation to have orgasm, while 18% felt vaginal stimulation sufficed. According to some experts, women may not orgasm with men of lesser genetic quality, because orgasm will help them discover a partner of higher genetic quality. So we're informed that the ability to orgasm will weed out the weaker males. However, not everyone agrees with this theory. Female orgasm is inferior to male orgasm, in the sense that it serves no evolutionary purpose. Another argument is that orgasms will drive women to have as much sex as possible with males. This enhances the likelihood of becoming pregnant and promotes what is known as sperm competition. Others believe that orgasms can help couples bond. As a result, ensuring that the child has two parents orgasming in unison is a lovely thing, perhaps even spiritual at times, and perhaps this is what brings a pair together. Women's orgasms, like men's, can vary greatly. Women say it's like a pleasant tingling wave that begins in your heart and travels outward. It can be frustratingly delightful as you begin to build, then lose it, then rebuild. And it gets more intense and desperate each time you start climbing that mountain. Perhaps we might argue that a guy is a rocket on a specific trajectory, whereas a woman is a more sophisticated machine that requires a few more moves before it reaches lift-off, and that female orgasm is more complicated. She may experience many orgasms or even blended orgasms. If you've ever been the sole donor to such an orgasm, you'll know that it can continue longer than the male orgasm and include several shakes, involuntary convulsions, and possibly the man being grasped hard as she enjoys her moment of physical happiness. We are not that different. Women may have different types of orgasms and ultimately things may appear different, but the heroin hit we get is present in both men and women. We may differ in how quickly we become aroused, usually simpler for males, yet according to modern psychology, the orgasmic experience is nearly identical in both sexes. This includes increased heart rate, blood pressure, tight muscles, and the natural release of the love hormone oxytocin. It didn't get too convoluted, and it made us both similar. We're unique. In some ways, however, men self-administer orgasms more frequently than women, despite some remaining social taboos preventing some women from enjoying themselves as frequently as they might. The Kinsey Institute tells us that men are just hardwired to beat off. Call it practice for the big day, when an orgasm might result in the beating heart of another wonderfully constructed human. We have the same love buzz as an orgasm, and for that, we may be grateful because we can relate and know what delight we can bring to each other.